And welcome back. We're finally going to explore Pelican Bay. We've got a ticket, and I do need to check on those items to see what he wants for them, but... Curtis Swindell, reputable vendor, despite what you might have heard. Or even directly experienced. Let's see what you've got for sale. Ferris wheel and the horn. I've always wanted a Ferris wheel. Oh, have you now? Have you really? Well, you get a kind of elevator feeling in the base of your stomach. And it's not for sale. And besides, you couldn't afford it. You don't even want to know how much it is. How much is it? It's 1,000,000 tokens. Wait, it's 1,000,000,000! Is it 1,000,000 or is it 1,000,000,000? It's 1,000,000,000,000! Billion. That is a lot. Not really. What's a weird horn going for these days? You like it, do you? Yes, we've had many people by to look at it. They gaze upon it. Can't take their eyes off it, you see? Is that so? Curtis doesn't seem entirely certain. It's a broken phonograph horn. It's actually missing the phonograph. That's one way of looking at it. I like how he's looking at the item there, which would mean he's looking over there. But, I think that may be the only possible way to look at a broken phonograph horn. It's a challenging piece. I wouldn't expect just anyone to appreciate it. God, just how many tokens? Let's say 10,000 tokens. 10,000 even. Yeah, we'll get back to you on that. Here's our ticket to the boardwalk. Yeah, but that's a family ticket. We extend those special tickets to loving families. Why did the urinologist have a family ticket? Surely you don't expect me to believe that you lot are related to one another. That guy is some kind of hairy half-man, and this guy over here is some kind of albino marmot. I wouldn't even know how to describe you. People in our family are generally well-armed. I see. We tend to carry machine guns. Yes, I see that. We can also punch people really hard. Yes. Really hard. Tell him, Gabe. I understand. Like, BAM! Curtis Swindell, reputable vendor, fumbles inside his kiosk for the button. The gate to Pelican Bay is now open. Violence. When diplomacy doesn't work. I'll be back, I'm sure, at some point. Intimidated by my selection, are you? It's understandable. Right, let's finally get inside Pelican Bay. Ooh, is that a new model mime? What an invisible box to trap mimes. We've got to try this on the next mime we actually fight. You see a mime, conspicuously garbed in a lab coat. He's going through some kind of stuck-in-a-box thing with the precision and gravity of a religious act. Suddenly, he seems to take notice of you. Oh, thank God, somebody who isn't a fatogning lunatic. Well, I wouldn't be so hasty. Oh, look, another person who needs help. I'm trying to work up the courage to go in there, actually, back into the boardwalk. When I left, I had to leave quickly. And quietly. Well, yeah, that makes sense. Like, for your people. I left behind 3 tools I'd need if I ever wanted to mime again. Regular mime, not murder the entire universe mime. They've no doubt passed my shit around amongst themselves now. My invisible rope, invisible briefcase, and invisible stairs. How are you sure you don't have this stuff? Right, I mean, why don't you just pretend you have it back? I can do you one better, actually. Gabriel makes a show of handing the mime 3 impossibly large objects. There you go. It's clear you just don't get it. Try this on the next mime you see, Azo, then come back here with your stand-up photogning comedy. He throws you something, and somehow you catch it. Ooh, another invisible box. You're just hanging out, miming it up? I need help. I need it so bad. We get this a lot. Not like this, you don't. This may come as a surprise to you, but I was once a mime. Get out of town. No, it's true. I served their dark god, bringing huge swaths of this place under his mute dominion. Mimes have a dark god. If you want to register a cult legally, you have to have a dark god. It's on the first blank on the form. Hideous deity. I didn't know it was also official. God's power grows in silence, reaching its apex when he devours the universe and all things become still in his belly. The other mimes are obsessed with bringing the Silent One into being on this plane. Cthulhu had way cooler looking tentacles than that guy. And listen, you have to understand that it wasn't always like this with the mimes. It used to be all imaginary lampposts and, oh no, a box! That was before they found the book. Tycho is visibly shaken. The book? Right, the book that revealed every mime's true service, the deeper calling, the Necrowombicon. It's kind of a cute munchkin on the cover, but don't be fooled by that shit. We did 666 birthday parties to fund it, but our expedition to the mysterious East claimed a dark prize. Cinematic. This is kind of silly. Was that a clown? That's ridiculous. We had the Necrowombicon for study in the old academy. It's not some tome of forbidden mime lore. It's completely blank. That book is the biggest hoax in the history of apocalyptics. I assure you, it is no hoax. The book may be gone, but its power is not. For now, they work throughout the city, consummating its profane commandments. It's too bad, too. I'm actually very fond of existence. And you were hanging around with these guys, why again? It was like a peer pressure thing. You know how it is. I was at this party once, and everybody started worshipping this elemental form of evil. I just wanted to be cool, you know? So when they started passing around that cursed idol... Alright, so yes, evil god. What can be done? Oh, you can't stop it. It's impossible. Their god is the dark hush of the Evernight. He is the utter quiet of its casket sealed in a mountain tomb. So, you told us all this because? I don't know. Just making conversation, I guess. I'd like to hear about the cult again. Oh, I seem to have gotten a repeat. Yeah, just basically the same thing. The ex-mime waves at you, a gigantic exaggerated wave, like a beauty queen from the deck of a ship. Here's a wave with quiet power. Are those clowns? Ah, they're just kind of violence clowns. Oh, I like that. It's like colorful clown blood. I want to hit these guys more now. Of course, you have to get Tycho to build up his combo thing so he can start overkilling. Uh-oh, I got bit by a clown. Does that mean I'm gonna turn into a clown now or something? I've heard that's how it works. Probably start actually defending against this stuff. Let's go! Now that is a dead clown. Did he just give us the finger? As he died? That was varying degrees of awesome. I also really stink at blocking clown attacks. Well, these clowns like to flip people off. Yeah, well, if I got as much respect as the average clown gets, I'd probably flip people off too. Alright, I just need to use our new friend as much as possible too, so that it can power up. That seems to be how it works. Ooh, and Tycho gets a new attack. And we got a new weapon. Explosive clown noses, eh? Oh, that's kinda pretty there. I like how it's all paintball-y. And a nautical anchor. Ooh, a mini-game. One token. Wow. That's... Given the sheer ludicrousity of the cost of some of those items at the other guy's place, I'm reasonably sure that we're going to find some way to blackmail him into lowering the price. Because that's how we roll here. And anyway, it's almost time to draw this one to a close. Oh, he's got my hat. So we'll be back in just a moment when we continue exploring Pelican Bay.